It's hands down one of the best bows for a Acha in the entirety of the game. It doesn't have the most damage of them all, and as a matter of fact, there's some things that are going to deter it. A lot of people are going to shy away from this bow if you do not actually unlock the special capabilities of destructiveness that this thing has, but it's just a roller coaster of amazing things that this bow has. First and foremost, let me show you where you can get this bow, because it's actually quite tricky. So here we have the map. If you head over right here, this I advise for you to go to the Dragon's Red Tower, because this is where you get one of the best weapons for the Mystic Spear hands. Also, this is where you get the special skill for the Mystic Spear hands. But here, right here, we have Bagbathal. If you go down here, the road from here, you're going to find a cave just right above here. So you have to be very careful, because you can definitely miss it. This is the path that you would take to this like kind of dungeon, or where you do the Mystic Spear hand stuff. But if you go in here and you enter into the Galliginus depths, this is where you're going to find this gal, and you're going to fight against her. Now, I don't remember if the bow is natively given to you if you defeat the monster on itself, or it's the chest that you have in the background of this area, but just rest assured that this is where you can get the bow, either by killing Medusa right here, or by searching the chest that's just behind her. That's where you're going to get it. And I want for you to take a look at how much am I doing to this griffin that I have right here. Like, the griffin can't quite literally just get up, because that's the amazing thing about this weapon. The knockdown power that you see that it has right here. It has quite a lot of strength damage, that's for sure, but also the knockdown power is one of the highest, if not the highest, that you can find in this game. There's a downside with this bow, and that's the weight. As you can see, it weighs almost 20 kilos right there, which is actually quite a lot. You're going to have to pair this thing up with a bunch of little bit of a thingies around here, and there's also one more thing that you're going to need to have in mind as well. Now, granted, this bow is specifically designed for knocking down, but it's also going to give you more experience depending on you do the last final kill on one enemy. That is going to increase your experience that much more. So if you want to rush your experience rate gain, this is a perfect bow to do so. The downside on this thing is that it greatly consumes the stamina. Like, it quite literally melts down stamina, and it also it's very heavy. So one thing that you want to do with this thing is Dragon Forge it ASAP. But that's not all. Like, you can basically make this thing even more monstrous than it already is to add knockdown power. As you can see on the enhancements, I have a Black Bethal enhancement on my bow right there, which was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. There's no helping it, but yeah, I did it. If you head over here, there's going to be a hidden blacksmith if you head over to this portion of the game, which is kind of like the end game of the game. Right here, as soon as you enter the Volcano Islands, you're going to find the Windwalker's home. Here is where you're going to get the Magic Archer special skill, but also if you do the quest line of the NPC that you're going to find right here, which is basically escort him all the way over here to the volcanic island camp, you're going to unlock the Dwarven Blacksmith. Now, the Dwarven Blacksmith, what Dwarven is going to do is that every time, yes, it is going to increase the damage of the weapon itself, it is going to increase the damage, but it's also going to be focusing on giving you more knockdown power, meaning that this thing is just going to be more and more and more deadly. What I love about this bow is that while you're doing regular exploring, while you're doing damage to regular mobs, they never get close to you because they're always being knocked back. It is quite literally impossible for the regular basic enemies to get close to you because they're always being knocked back because of your hits. So it's quite literally impossible for them to deal damage to you. And when you're fighting big monsters like the griffin that you see on screen, it's quite it's also quite literally impossible for them to get up, if especially, this is especially true if you're hitting on the weak spots of the enemies. Now I'm also going to have a build for this bow for a knockdown archer, which is, it's just filthy. I'm still working on the augments and the special things that it should have. I'm still tweaking around here and there with rings, and I'm still experimenting a little bit for it to be as best as it can possibly be. But I mean, yeah, I mean the bow, it's just downright amazing. It's a legendary bow that you should get ASAP. And if you're skilled enough, you can kill the Medusa. You don't really have to be far away into the game. All you have to do is just head over here to Black Fatal and go get the bow right there. It's just as simple as that. Anyways, if you like the content, like it, everybody super appreciate it. And also, you're a gorgeous, beautiful person. You're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful, beautiful person. I'll be seeing you beautiful, beautiful people in the next one. Have a lovely, lovely day, and goodbye.